Our first priorities is before officers show up, though. We talk about TAP IFS. TAP IFS is my acronym.
Today's video is brought to us by Mantis. The Mantis family of products is integral to ASP staff building handgun and carbine skills and are your most economical and fastest path to improvement in your skills too. Whether you choose the X10, the Laser Academy, the Blackbeard, or use them all in concert, they will help your practice be more effective, efficient, and fun. Go check them out, pick up a unit, and thank them for sponsoring today's video.
I want you to do your best to learn in this acronym and stick it in your head. Not because I expect you to do it in the immediacy of deadly force, but this is your checklist for after the gunfight. TAP is actually still in the gunfight. IFS is the aftermath of the gunfight. And I want you to really kind of get this thought, because then when you do this thing where you go, oh my God, what should I be doing? Then you think back, TAP IFS. Now if you go, crap, I gotta go on ASP's YouTube channel and remember what that is. It's not gonna work. But if you remember the checklist, then you can start working through it, okay? T, the threat. Did I hit him? Is he down? Do I need to shoot him again? Okay? So I'm dealing with the threat right now. A, any accomplices? Did he bring anybody to the fight that I need to deal with? Or P, my partner. Is my partner in the fight out of my current purview? I need to go check and make sure my partner's not in the fight right now. Now you say, wait a minute, I don't have a defending spouse. Maybe your spouse is better than you think they are. And maybe they're in the fight. Maybe not. Check on your partner.
Maybe they're running, and you have to stop them from running.
Got to figure out what's going on with my partner. If they're in the fight, I need to help them win their fight. Because if my fight's over and my partner is dying in their fight, and I let them die in their fight because I'm done with mine, I've lost. Yeah. Okay? Once my partner is checked on, now I'm checking injuries. Myself first, my partner second, my loved ones after that. Okay? Injury check, trust me, especially if you have been stabbed, you almost certainly will not know it. So many people I know, they think they got punched when they got stabbed. And so then they go, oh no, and it's not 30 seconds later, their blood volume is going down, and that's when they see that. So we do blood checks. We do that with fingers. Look, do I have any blood on these fingers? Very fast way. We're checking for blood. We're good. I'm not bleeding here. Okay, good. I'm good. I'm not bleeding. Come here. Let me check you for blood. This is the thing with your loved ones too. Again, I'm checking with visual, and they're like, but then that means I'm going to touch my best friend's no-no parts. We've just been in a shooting. This is a non-sexual touch. Okay? Checking for injuries. Check the condition of my firearm. Is my firearm still functional? Here's a great place. If my firearm is functional and I'm carrying a spare magazine, I probably need to top up my gun. Proactive reload makes sense. I don't carry a spare. Okay, I've never seen a private citizen need one. But I want to check. How many do I got left? I'm going to check this thing. Holy crap, I shot through most of that magazine. Okay, I've got 2 left, and I know what I've got. Now I'm going to do follow-up actions. What is important now? What is important right this minute? What do I need to be doing right now in order to make myself safer? I see people chase the bad guy out. The bad guy runs off because I shot him a couple times, and he scampers off to do his thing. And I go, you're not getting away from me, sucker. And then I run out to a spot where there's bad juju happening. I've just paid at risk of my life to establish dominance in this space. Don't go out into a space I haven't already paid that price, because I have to pay the price again, and I might lose that one. Now, I might need to say, I'm going to go lock that door, or we're getting the heck out of here. Or I'm going to hunker down behind this cover and tell my spouse to call 911, because we need help here. And I'm going to follow those 5 things, right? Who I am, or who I'm talking to, who I am, where I am, what I need, and shut up, okay? Then that's the final one, S, seek help. So only after everything else is done do I make that phone call. Now I need to seek help. Now I need to get the authorities here after everything else is done. And don't have a gun in your hand when the cops get there. I get it that that's hard. You're like, but what if I'm holding somebody at gunpoint? My general rule of thumb is don't. As a private citizen, your job is to break contact with a deadly threat. You want to get away from that deadly threat. So if I shoot somebody and he drops there, but he is still conscious, I say he, but 95% of violent felons are men. Okay? Can be a woman, pretty rare. All right? So I use he as a generic. Okay? Everybody okay with that? And if he's not done, I can leave. Why did you run off? Because he was still awake and he was threatening me and he had a gun and I got the heck out of there. As long as I can explain it and it has plausible explanation later, I can leave the scene of a deadly encounter if I need to for my safety. As long as I am calling 911, if I'm the one that called 911 and said, I'm going to this gas station or I'm going to this place, have officers meet me there. Once I have officers, I'll come back to the scene. Not a problem. So holding somebody at gunpoint, only if I have no avenues of escape. If I'm in my pizza parlor and I don't have a back door out the back and the only door is the front door and some guy'd come in and try to rob the joint and I shoot him and he falls in the, in the doorway and I can't get away from the guy, okay, well, I'm gonna get all the way in the back and hide behind a bunch of pizza boxes and be like, you'll find him in the doorway, I'm hiding in the back, let me know when officers are here because I don't wanna shoot one of them. And leave somebody else on the phone with them. Officers are there. Okay, officers are on the premises? Yeah, all right, I have no gun in my hand. Tell them I'm unarmed. Put that gun down and go. So I do always recommend the holster that you have on your person, stay open when you take the gun out of it. So I don't like those soft-sided holsters that collapse when you pull the gun out because I want to be able to put the gun back in it. And I don't want to fiddle fart with my hand because remember how smart am I? 70. I have an IQ of 70. Yes. Okay? I'm like, lick windows smart in that moment. Okay? And so I don't want to be futzing with that, so I can put the gun away. If I can't put the gun away in my holster, put it down on the deck or somewhere else. Sir?
Isn't one problem with leaving the scene that someone else might pick up the gun and go with it, so now
you got problems any way you go. What's the problem with staying at the scene if he's still an active potential threat?
There's a threat.
There's a threat and I might die. So there are problems with leaving the scene, and I'd only leave the scene if the problems of staying at the scene are bigger. And that is generally, again, he's down, but he's still mobile. He's still got a gun available to him. I had an opportunity to break contact. I took it. Because what's my goal? I mean, let's be honest. Somebody threatens me with a knife. Hey, give me your wallet. I draw a gun and say, back up, buddy. Get away from me. And he goes, ah, and runs off. Damn it, I didn't get to shoot somebody today. No, I won. I just won that gunfight. Right? Yay, I won. He scampered off. Do I go, no, you're not getting away from me. You get on the ground right now. Only if I'm dumb. I win. I take the win. Let him scamper off, call 911, outsource the rest of my violence. If I can outsource violence, I'd much rather outsource violence. So let somebody else deal with the violence. I'm good at violence. I'm a great shooter. I've got 16 years of martial arts study, great empty-handed skills. I've got the less lethal tools on me, all that stuff. I don't want to get in fights if I can help it. If I can outsource that to somebody else, I'd much rather. Generally, who do we outsource it to?
Cops.
Cops. Let them deal with the problem. Simple as that. So there's, again, my priorities. Don't have a gun in my hand. Now, what do I say to the responding officers?